After conquering the world with as few as one division, not once, but twice, I thought I was done. Yet comments kept pouring in, challenging me to attempt the unthinkable. A world conquest with 0 divisions. But as I've proven before, nothing is impossible in Hoi 4, so I boldly replied, sure. The challenge is simple. You can't have any divisions and you have to conquer every nation on the map. That means no armies to fight battles. Instead we have to utilize other strategies. We'll start a game as Japan, the obvious nation choice. They have no land borders, a powerful navy, and most importantly, 2 puppets. My strategy will be to let my puppets do all the fighting, while I provide naval and air support. Pretty simple, what can go wrong? First, I delete all my divisions and start building up for an inevitable invasion of China. For research, I'll begin with industry as usual, then rush air and navy tech ahead of time. When everything is too far ahead of time, I'll catch up on military tech. Even without divisions to supply, we can still lend lease equipment to our puppets. So I'll produce some. As for the dreaded naval system, I'll focus on building versatile light cruisers. They should be sufficient to beat the AI. The Marco Polo focus is complete, so we can now declare war on China. Manchukuo has divisions on the front line, and China looks weak. With air support, we should be able to hold. Let's call them in. Oh no, that was unexpected. Maybe a lend-lease will help turn the tide? Bruh, they only have 5 convoys? I wasn't expecting that. We only have 5 divisions holding against the entire Chinese horde, but 8 divisions in Menguko are just chilling. We need all the help we can get, so I'll call them in too. That was a terrible idea. Menguko capitulated and all divisions there are lost. We now have 7 under-equipped divisions defending against the entire Chinese army. They're being outflanked and encircled. There's no saving this. I'd like to blame the AI, but neither me nor my puppets were ready for this war. Let's try again with a longer build-up. We're back, more determined than ever. This time, I waited until 1939, focusing on building up our nation and refining our strategy. We have better CAS and a full spy network in Beijing. Manchukuo is more prepared too. Let's see how this goes. I won't call my puppets right away, because I want them to be stronger. In the meantime, we start producing 1940 light cruisers and better planes. We're ready to call in Manchukuo, but oh my god. They aren't covering the whole front, so they won't join the war. Let's lend-lease them our spare stuff, so that they can deploy more units. By December 1940, Manchukuo has enough divisions on the front line. I'll wait a bit more until they have more equipment. Manchukuo joins, and they're losing hard, but our CAS inflicts significant damage. Just look at this. I've never seen so much CAS damage in one battle. Almost 2,000. We've taken Beijing. Let's go. We're winning almost all battles right now. With this success, I'll call in Menguko. Our puppets are making good progress. This is easier than I thought. Let's continue supporting their assaults with lend-lease and air support. China should fall in no time. We reached a stalemate. But with my CAS destroying their equipment, we should come out on top. Slow but steady progress is happening. Engines 4 and advanced medium airframes are researched. We can make even better airplanes. Our puppets are gaining a lot of autonomy, to a point where it's hard to contain it. Currently, I focus almost all my industry on building in their territory. Also, the war is stuck. It looks like we'll win eventually, but progress is painfully slow. Our allies deactivated their attack orders and we're at a standstill. If only I had just 1 tank, I could easily encircle their whole army and be done within a few months. But I can't use any divisions. I'm realizing that I might have a tank addiction, because I'm experiencing withdrawal symptoms. The thought of encircling and overrunning their divisions is almost too much to bear. You know what? I need to take a break and treat my tank addiction. And there's no better way to do that than by playing World of Tanks, this video's sponsor. World of Tanks offers intense multiplayer battles with a huge variety of tanks to choose from. Do you like light tanks? They've got them. Medium tanks? Absolutely. Heavy tanks? For sure. But what about artillery tanks and tank destroyers? Of course. With over 800 tanks and endless ways to play, you'll never get bored. Battle across open fields, climb steep hills, sneak through forests, or ambush your opponents in close quarters combat. Get together with your teammates, devise a battle plan, and destroy your competition. I can hear some of you saying, I spent all my money on Hoi 4 DLC, so I can't afford to buy this wonderful game. Well, that's not a problem. It's free. When using my link in the pinned comment or descriptions, new players will get access to a tier 6 premium British medium tank, 250,000 credits, 7 days premium access, and these 3 rental tanks for 10 battles each. If you've already got a Wargaming account and haven't played for 30 days or more, there's something for you too. You'll get 3 days premium access, a stylish camo for your tanks, and a 7-day rental for this premium tank. So what are you waiting for? Don't miss out on these awesome perks. Get the game right now using the link in the pinned comment or description, and get ready to experience the same thrill as 100 million other players. Back to China now. It's been over 3 years with no progress. 3 years! Our war participation is down to 2%, and Manchukuo's autonomy is dangerously high. I'm not in a good position. In a normal game, I would have been done by World Conquest by now. Thankfully, I researched nukes and can now use them to support attacks. Let's go! They're finally attacking Shandong. Qingdao is encircled and 9 divisions are destroyed. They killed the rest too. Hell yeah! But bruh, Manchukuo raises their autonomy level. That's very bad. Now we would only get 16% of the peace score. Something needs to change. The front has been stagnant for 4 years, so in an attempt to make the AI do something, I'll open up a new front by demanding Indochina. The French accepted. Let's see what the AI does now. They make a front line with 4 divisions. I hate AI. Siam, a great ally, will be defeated. Or not. They assigned more divisions to the front line. With 9, they should hold. They're holding. My plan might work. An attack is happening near Nanjing. I'll support it with nukes. Bruh, they go back to standing still. That was promising, so infuriating. We focus on reducing Manchukuo's autonomy by building force in their territory. If we don't act now, they'll become free. Wait, is it happening? The attack orders that have been deactivated for 5 years have been activated. Let's go! Nanjing is taken. After 8 years of war, the push continues and most battles go our way. If this continues, the Chinese United Front will perish in a few months. The assault has stopped. We pushed them greatly, and with the standstill, Manchukuo won't gain any more autonomy from battles. We can take advantage of this and send a huge lend-lease to reduce their autonomy. We finally won't have to worry about Manchukuo becoming free. But we still have to make sure that they don't increase their autonomy again. So let's build more forts. Let's take a look at how Germany is doing. What? The UK has almost capitulated. It's so rare to see Germany succeed with Sea Lion. Let's ignore that for now. In China, we're back to the infuriating standstill. We could easily push, but the AI won't. This war has taken so long, so let's speed it up. Germany invades British Malaya. I need those resources, so I'll join in on the fun. The attack orders are activated. Significant progress has been made, but the stupid AI isn't covering the whole front line. Its single division is flanking them without resistance. Over 20 divisions are now encircled. Thankfully they stopped the encirclement. I was honestly pretty devastated for a moment, since that could have cost us the game. But that's over now. The push continues. Chongqing is taken. We're so close. But the attack stops again. Why stop now? We're so close. Thankfully they didn't stop for long. This feels like the final push. "13 years of war has come to an end." I hate this game. We barely got anything. China still exists. Let's invade them again, I guess. We now control all of China, but it's 1954 and we only have 285 factories, while Germany owns half of the world. It's hopeless. There's no way we can do a world conquest. I spent 8 hours just to get here. I need a break. Maybe I'm not as good as I think I am. Why did I reply so boldly to that comment? I tried so hard and still failed miserably. I've never failed a challenge before, but this might be the one I couldn't complete. I've had some time to think and have realized that giving up is not an option. I will succeed in this challenge no matter what. So after reflecting on my failures, it's time to change tactics. Fuck Japan. Instead, I'll play Germany. Their powerful focus tree allows us to get great puppets and allies, making them perfect for this challenge. We start by deleting all of our divisions and selecting the Rhineland focus. Research priorities will be industry and air power. Production will focus on CAS and will build a bunch of civilian factories, while exercising the Navy and Air Force. Pretty early on, I designed my first light cruiser. It will wreak havoc on enemy navies later on. I sell most of my equipment on the international market to fund more civilian factories. This will help my economy snowball. To aid in future wars, I start preparing a collaboration government in France. One of the reasons I chose Germany is these two focuses. They will make Romania and Hungary fascist. The focus below will make them our puppets if they're in the Axis. Very beneficial. If you didn't know, the best part of Germany's focus tree is locked behind Anschluss, which requires you to have 550,000 manpower in the field, which is impossible without divisions. But you know what? I'm going to deploy a bunch of divisions so that I can unlock the focus tree. I don't really think that's cheating, because I'm not using them in any way, and they'll be deleted when I'm done with the focuses. Now I can do Anschluss. I also have 1940 medium airframes. I'll instantly rush the 1944 version and design the new airplanes. Here's the fighter, and here's the tactical bomber. I basically want them to have as much ground attack as possible, since CAS also has a combat with, and I want to inflict as much damage as possible. It's 1939 and it's time to start constructing military factories. We can also do demands to Datenland. Fate of Czechoslovakia is done, and we'll set up Slovakia as a puppet. We also have Hungary and Romania in our faction, so we can do the focus to puppet them, getting 8 mins as well. Oh, Italy, who's in our faction, declared war on Greece, and they didn't join the Allies. It's getting pretty late in the game, and I'm hungry for action, so I'll join. Our air support will help greatly. Bulgaria wants to join the Axis. That's great for me. What? The Soviet Union declared war on Poland, but they're in the Allies. Interesting. An Allied Comintern war in 1940. Bruh, the United Kingdom joined the war with Ethiopia, which I stupidly joined earlier. But luckily we have 1944 medium airframes in 1941. That'll give us a great lead when all-out war starts. We didn't have to wait for long. The UK called everyone in. I hope it doesn't go like the first game. I'm very worried about Poland. A whole allied army is on the front staring into an open Germany. This could be the end if my allies don't act. I really want to get the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact completed, so I don't get into a war with the Soviet Union. That means I need to keep my divisions for 60 more days. Please, can my allies do something? The French border is also undefended. They're so close to Berlin. I have to move my men. I promise that no German will ever see a battlefield. Finally, Italy is coming to my relief. Oh my god. Not a one-division snake again. Thankfully the AI isn't as incompetent this game. The situation still looks dire, but we're absolutely demolishing them in the air. The Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact is done, and we can disband our divisions. The counterattack is happening on the Polish front, and now on the French front. It may look like we're losing most of our battles, but with my phenomenal air support, we're steadily wearing them down. The Allies are abandoning Poland. I can't let that happen. Let's convoy raid them. Our counter-assault was magnificent. Poland is now border gore. I haven't talked much about it, but I constantly have to build in and lend this to my puppets, since they gain a large amount of autonomy. Thankfully, I built up my industry to contain it, but it's very annoying. Speaking of industry, we have the same amount of factories now in 1941 as we did as Japan in 1954. It was definitely the right move to drop that game. The war continues in France. I hope it doesn't end up in a stalemate like in China, but with a full collaboration government and disjointed government, it's unlikely. Italy is launching an offensive into France. Let's support it. Our navy is doing good. Oh, and Italy is too. Oh. The UK is landing a strong naval invasion in Italy. This is not good, since Italy can easily get into a civil war if they make any progress. Oh, it's dead to it. Italy is just steamrolling them now. There goes France. I'll establish Vichy France and create a collaboration government. The more allies I have, the better. Our operation in Europe has been a great success. I guess I have Italy to thank. They single-handedly defeated France and was the reason I didn't die. It feels weird seeing the AI being competent, especially Italy, but all this couldn't be done without my great air support. I guess the Allies want to continue the war in Europe. The Netherlands has joined them. Our allies should take care of them. I'll provide air support and convoy raiding, so they don't bring in the whole Allied army. A quick and easy victory. We're in a great position. In the coming months, I defend against strategic bombing and naval invasions, while also expanding and developing our navy and air force. The goal is to destroy the UK navy, so the AI can naval invade. And if that takes too long, we'll go straight to Operation Barbarossa. Let's see what happens. It's 1944, so it's been 3 years since our victory in Europe. We've reduced the Allied navies to a negligible amount and shot down a total of 58,000 planes. We've also killed almost 13 million Allied soldiers. Africa has been lost and Italy is invading Turkey. I noticed my allies are putting a front line on Belgium, and that inspired me to invade them. So let's do that. It's oddly satisfying to see all these divisions pouring in. Belgium is no more. The UK hasn't been invaded yet, so we'll go with our other plan. I'll start preparation for an invasion of the Soviet Union. Planes have been set up. I'm ready for war. But my puppets aren't. We only have a few divisions on the front line. I'll declare war anyway and hope that changes. The Soviets instantly attack, and it looks okay. I'm a bit worried about this pocket in Danzig. Our initial attack begins. It doesn't look good, but hopefully when the cast damage starts kicking in, it will go better. My allies came to the rescue. We're dominating the air exchanges. This is fantastic. We'll get so much war score from this. The pocket is eliminated. On the main front we're making slow and costly progress. I can't imagine this war without air support. There isn't much to show here, so I'll speed it up. The Allies have landed a bunch of divisions here in the Italian mountains. This can prove to be a problem, so I'll divert a lot of planes there. I also have nukes now, so that'll help. They've expanded a lot. I'm currently convoy raiding the Atlantic to stop more supplies and divisions getting there. I've been nuking them to help in battles. Oh shit, that's very bad. They're expanding very quickly. And another naval invasion in Italy. If my allies don't get this under control, we could lose Italy, and maybe even the whole game. I'm trying my hardest, nuking as much as I can, and convoy raiding. The invasion of France has stopped. The other invasions should begin soon as well. Oh my god, are you seeing this? One of my allies is planning an invasion into the UK. This is huge. I need to support this to the best of my ability. It's launching. And we've landed. We need to succeed, because there's no telling when this opportunity could come up again. But we only have 4 under-equipped divisions, and they're making the biggest mistake possible right now, overextending, and they got punished for it. Please AI, put more divisions here. Oh, they listened to my pleas. Bruh. They abandoned the invasion a second before winning. Maybe the 2 divisions that landed will hold? Keep in mind that I have a full collaboration government on the UK, so they'll capitulate rather quickly. If all goes well, the naval invasion into Hull will allow a full-on attack. Let's zoom out and check on the other fronts. The Soviet war has come to a halt, but we're stable. The Allied beachheads are still there, but also stable. More divisions are finally arriving in the UK. Now we can comfortably hold at least. Ooh, there's some movement here. We just have to avoid overextending. The Hull invasion was activated. And it was successful. Now it should only be a matter of time before the UK is defeated. But you never know with the AI. Let's go. The British have been defeated. That should weaken the Allies considerably. Now let's focus on Italy. These beachheads are so annoying, since they're diverting our forces away from the Soviet Union. They need to be eliminated. Wow, our Atlantic blockade seems to be working magnificently. How are the Allies even getting supply? Ooh, Italy's coming in clutch with this naval invasion. And finally, after a year, the beachhead has been destroyed. Now we can put all of our focus on the Soviets. Yes, the Soviet Union is defeated, and we have a lot of peace score. Italy got a lot, but they honestly deserve it. Let's take a look at the map. The Allies are huge, but we're not looking that bad either. For now, I'll just follow my allies and support them wherever they go. I noticed that I'm at war with the Chinese United Front. That could be annoying later. I made a difficult decision, one that pains me deeply, but it's a necessary evil that must be faced sooner rather than later. Italy, my greatest ally, has grown too powerful. Their war score is getting too high, and they will only continue to grow stronger. I have no choice but to betray them. Italy, I won't forget the times where I was moments from defeat, and you were the only one who saved me. You're the reason we've won all these wars. But now, for the sake of our greater strategy, I must defeat you. It's the only way forward. That was very infuriating, but at least it's over. Now we'll have to go east all the way to China. Spain landed in Brazil. This brings us one step closer to the USA. All our invasions are going well. We've advanced through Africa and defeated South Africa. We've reached India and are holding in the Urals. And the Brazil invasion is stable. I'm very optimistic right now. The future's looking bright. China capitulates. We're one step closer to world domination. On the Western Hemisphere, we've secured 2 islands in the Caribbean, and an invasion is planned targeting Mexico. It's 3 months later and we've landed. I hope this is the beginning of something bigger. Progress is slow, but the Spanish are advancing north. They've taken a large portion of Mexico, but they're spread too thin. If a counterattack were to happen, I'm not sure they would hold. In Asia, all is well. Slow progress like always, but we're advancing. It's just very annoying having to micro the planes over so many airspaces. I'm not sure what happened in Brazil, but everyone seemingly left. I let the AI deal with that. The Mexico invasion has been pushed back, but they've landed in the USA. Promising. I guess not. In Asia, I'm noticing good signs. There's a lot of naval invasions planned. We can hope one targets Japan soon. Our progress is good. I'm especially looking forward to the naval invasion into Manchukuo. It took 2 years, but the invasion finally launched. Let's see how it affects our situation. It was a success, and they're spreading fast. Korea has been completely captured. They're even pushing into China now. That invasion was extremely successful, knocking out Manchukuo. And now they're launching an assault on China. If this goes well, we'd be in a great position to invade Japan. We're pushing from the south too. Let's go. Would you look at that? A naval invasion aimed right at Hiroshima. 24 divisions should be more than enough to beat Japan. Thank you, France. That's such a huge relief. Now we only have to defeat the USA. After that we can relax. The AI has already planned a bunch of invasions. We don't have to wait for hours like the UK invasion. And they landed! Now we just have to provide ungodly amounts of CAS and nuke support. An invasion landed in Mexico as well. It should split up their forces. I'm certain that these invasions will succeed. Now we just have to wait. The Americans are spread thin and will fall soon. Let's see what we have left after that. Brazil, Canada and Chile. Alright. It's so refreshing seeing the AI being competent. They're instantly going after Canada. Good. Now I have to support the assault into Brazil. And now Chile is the only major left in the Allies. We got an overwhelming amount of the peace score and got the majority of the territory. Now all that's left is to clean up. Let's start. There's almost no one left. I'm really happy right now. Victory is so close. I just have to defeat some tiny nations. Let's declare war on the Dominican Republic. Now the only nations on Earth are me, my puppets, and the Dominican Republic. But they have nothing and will be invaded soon. It took 20 years to defeat the Dominican Republic, but it's over. We just have to annex all our puppets. Now I can finally relax. We've achieved world domination without any German ever seeing the fields of battle. After 25 hours of pain, we've done it. No one should ever do this. It's the most infuriating challenge I've ever done. Watching the AI fail over and over again and not being able to do anything is torture. But when they succeed, it's actually fun. That's all. Here's the playthrough overview. You can see that we were never part of any battle. Before you leave, click my link in the description and start playing World of Tanks today. Also, thank you to my patrons and YouTube members, Maccabius, Stipe, and Max the Best 101. Goodbye.